Broadcasting live 4 days a week worldwide
from the sunny beaches of Southern California.
This is ExtremeHealthRadio.com.
Hey, you're listening to Ty Bollinger of CancerTruth.net. You're also listening to Justin and Kate with Extreme Health Radio. These guys are great. Enjoy listening to them. I always do.
Not without difficulty.
No, that's right.
We got a power cord situation over here.
We got a power cord situation. Not working too good.
No, but here we are.
You know what's weird is that we have a bunch of wires that are underneath our workstations, and they're all jumbled up like spaghetti. And if you move your head, Kate, the whole machines just goes out.
I know.
It's so crazy.
But only like once every 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's something to do with the electromagnetic field.
Probably.
You know what we should do? I just realized this. Maybe during the break.
The energy ring.
Get the energy ring.
The neutralization ring.
Yeah, Chris Taylor.
Good one.
That might
Good one.
help. Anyway.
Because you weren't kidding. I smile and it goes down. You just make you blink and it goes down.
I know. You blink and the whole thing shuts down.
Well, it is Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
So keep it real.
Happy Cinco de Mayo,
Happy
everybody.
Cinco de Mayo.
Is that a holiday that's...
Well,
is it
we celebrate it in America, but it's not our holiday, really.
No, it's not our holiday, but is it more celebrated in different parts of the country, do you think?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. I mean,
more
I'm sure
so
right now.
Down where we are.
Yeah, sure. We have a big Hispanic population, and but they all did their celebrating on the weekend. They had a big festival, and I'm sure a lot of things went on this weekend with festivals and such, because Mondays are kind of hard for people, I think, with work. But
that's true.
I'm sure we'll hear some fireworks later on today. And
Cinco de Mayo,
Cinco
May
de Mayo.
5th. It's a cloudy day here in Southern California, which probably makes a lot of you guys feel good.
I know,
it's
right?
usually sunny, but
they're probably sick of hearing us talk about the sun.
No, it's evening the playing field, but it's
nice.
Every day is a good day.
It's a good day. It's a good day to get work done, too.
Good day to get work done. It's a good day to be alive.
It is a good day to be alive.
Yep, that's good.
I like your attitude, Stellman.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So this is episode, 245. I want to thank all of you guys for joining us. It's an honor for us to be here. Episode 245, and like I said, it's May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, 2014. And we've got a lot planned for today's show, lots of good stuff planned for today's show. If you'd like to support the show, all of our shows are free, 100% free. This is 245th show we've done. All for free.
Seriously?
Yeah, we just completely give everything away. So one of the ways that you guys can support us, if you like and can remember, is go to Amazon.com. So if you go to ExtremeHealthRadio.com/Amazon, that will just redirect you over there. And every single time you make a purchase from Amazon, you can go through our link first. And what will happen is that we'll get a little commission for your order, and you don't even have to buy anything health-related.
We would really appreciate that, you guys. It's such a big help. It doesn't seem like much when you're doing it, but it keeps us going over here. And
it really does.
We're needing to up our hosting like we've been talking about a lot lately, and we could use every penny.
I know. I'm still unsure about whether or not to pull the trigger. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to do that.
I know.
But, that's a great way to support us, and we have a store, and we have all kinds of great stuff, the ways for you guys to support us, share our links and things. So this is episode 245. If you'd like to join the show, you can always do that Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific. You can listen to the live show, and you can join the chat room. And on today's show, you can call us up.
Free for all Monday.
I like that.
Gosh, we've had 2 Free for all Mondays every last Monday and this Monday, 2 in a row.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's been not by design.
No, but life happens because you and I have been so busy with other things. We haven't been able to really get on the schedule and follow up with people to try to book them.
I know. There is just, I did not realize how much work goes involved into making a simple radio station.
I know. That sounds simple. It ain't,
worldwide.
is it?
I don't know why. I don't know why it's so hard.
I feel like Fred Flintstone. in those commercials where it's like they're in the car, or they're in the car, but they're using their feet,
Yeah.
scrambling by, and in the background is just like flying by. And it's like you can't really even like grasp what's going on. You just, it's going by, and it's like time is passing, but all of a sudden you end up where you are, and you're like, how did that even happen?
How did I even get
So
there?
here we are, another Monday, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. We got tons to get to, and so that's always a good thing. And where do you want to start? I want to start talking off about these Parasite.
Well, I want to start off by moving my legs. So I'm not sitting crisscross, but I'm scared for the plugs. Tell me if that's is it okay?
Yep, still
okay.
Good.
Not moving anymore.
These cords, or this whole soundboard here looks like what's that thing from Land of the Lost? Those crystals. Remember they had those little crystals?
Oh yeah, that's
inside the room, and they would all be different colors. Have orange and red and green, and blue.
Flight of the Navigator style. You never saw that movie?
No.
Gosh, you're missing out. I think we should get that on Netflix.
Why? What are there weird colored things in that?
Well, the kid's in a spaceship. He like has this little pod.
Oh yeah.
And he jumps in it and like flies around. And I mean, how could there not be crazy lights and colors in a
how funny
little spaceship? Anyway, let's talk about our new
Parasite free
Parasite cleanse.
I tell you what, this thing is kicking my butt. It's amazing. It's
the Marcus Rothkranz Parasite free.
Yeah.
We've heard of this forever, and we've wanted to do it. And finally, considering I have an amoeba situation going on,
you figured it was time to.
I figured it might be time to get a hold of it.
Yeah.
And the Parasite free cleanse was something I wanted to try before doing any other kind of modalities to get rid of the amoeba.
Yeah, the amoeba.
So you did it with me.
Parasitefree.net, I think, is the website, right?
I think that's right.
Parasitefree.net. And it's a series of herbs. Let's see here. Let's see if I can read some of the ingredients. Quassia. How do you say Quassia? Quassia?
I have no idea. Sure.
Quassia bark, butternut bark, green hulls of black walnut, rhubarb root, graviola, wormwood, goat's rue. Wow. Cloves, diatomaceous earth, pumpkin seed, garlic, turmeric, black pepper, pomegranate seed, aloe vera, and papain. And it's non-GMO, vegan, kosher, plant polymer.
Gluten-free.
Preservative-free, starch-free, gluten-free, magnesium stearate-free. Wow.
Yeah.
Magnesium stearate-free, non-GMO, vegan, kosher, organic, wild-crafted. Pretty amazing, though. Yeah, parasitefree.net. And I tell you what, I don't know what it is, but... Okay, so you start off, the suggested use is 1 capsule on the first day. Second day, you take 3 capsules. Third day, 6 capsules before a meal.
That's what I did today.
Fourth day, 10 capsules.
Yeah.
And then I don't know why they make a distinction between days 5 to 90, but that's also 10 capsules.
Shoo.
Oh, but then you take 1 day of rest per week. Do you feel any different?
I feel extra bloated, and I feel kind of tired.
I know. I feel really tired. I feel
Excuse me.
extra bloated. Yesterday I had cramps kind of all in my stomach.
Are those gone today?
Those seem to be gone today a little bit. But it's just really strange how these things...
I'm not surprised, though, because what was that one cleanse we did for the Candida? You know?
For the Candida...
That was pretty gnarly.
Oh, the Cyclovir.
Cyclovir, that kicked me in the rear.
Yeah, we'll put a link to that. It's worldhealthmall.com.
That's right. Oh, good one. Wow, good memory.
Like that?
That kicked me more.
Did it?
Yeah. But this stuff is making me feel kind of funky.
Yeah, this stuff is really, really, like it's, for me, I'm just feeling really tired. I slept like a rock.
Yeah, me too.
I've got cramps in my gut, kind of. I don't know if it's from this. I presume it's from this.
I mean, I would think you don't usually get cramps in your gut, so I'm assuming that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
Well, diatomaceous earth alone, doesn't that go in there and kind of slice things and eat things up, and so you can pass them?
Yeah, kind of. It goes over them like a blade, almost like a knife, and it really cuts things up.
That is so cool.
And it says here, the recommendations: don't feed the parasite, so you avoid bread, pasta, sugar, dairy, meat, sushi, cereal, fast foods. Keep fingernails clean and wash all produce. Pet owners try to wear slippers. Take probiotics to replenish good bacteria. Eat plenty of fiber and consider doing enemas or colonics to flush out the dead parasites.
Oh, is that all? Gosh. I feel like the sugar thing is a hard thing for me, not the breads and not the pastas and things like that, because I haven't done that in a while. But
Or wine.
it says even fruit sugars. I have a hard time with that because I do add berries and sometimes like a fourth or half of a banana into a smoothie.
Yeah, that's weird.
But I want to give it my all, so I don't know.
See, this is interesting. Avoid bread,
Excuse me.
pasta, sugar. Well, what does he mean by sugar? Is he just meaning refined white sugar
I don't know.
or fruit sugar?
Well, it says fruit sugar on there too. Here, look.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. Pass it on over. It says... Oh, no, that's on the paper. We have another paper that came with us. Where's that yellow paper?
Here's the yellow paper.
Yeah.
Let's
Because
see.
the back tells you all these things. And when I opened this up, I was like, oh, gosh, it's even worse. Okay. During the Parasite cleanse, do your best to not eat anything sweet. They love sugar. This includes fruit juice. See?
Wow. Fruit juices. Well, fruit juice, okay. But that's not fruit. That's not sugar from like eating an apple. That's like juicing an apple.
Right, but I'm talking about blending smoothies and stuff with fruit in them. I mean, that has to be sugary for sure.
Well, it has to be sugar, but at least it's got the fiber.
That's true. That's
'Cause
true.
If he says fruit juice, like I wonder if he's talking about the
juice.
kind that you can get at the store. Like,
That's what I'm thinking,
You know, I
like
wonder.
full-on apple juice.
yeah.
It is best to be on a whole body detox cleanse, which means lots of fresh vegetable juices, especially cucumber, celery, a tiny bit of carrot, ginger, garlic, and something green like kale. It is not mandatory, but the best cleanse of all is a total liquid, no food diet. Liquid
Wow.
fasts are powerful for healing, but if you must eat, keep it in the salad area, lots of greens. The less cooked food, the better. Some people go on just water for a week and the herbs, and then juices 3 to 4 weeks, then fresh salads, or raw salads, then raw food for 2 to 3 months. That is crazy.
Say that again. Raw food for.
Man, I can't clear my throat. Sorry about that. He says a lot of people do the first week of just water, and then they go 3 to 4 weeks after that with juices, and then they move on to raw salads and then raw food for 2 to 3 months.
That's.
I don't know if I
amazing.
could do that.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. This thing's also good for candida, yeast, mold, fungus, bacteria, viruses, colds, and flu. So we're going to be on ours for 3 months, right, Kate?
Yep, 90 days.
90 days. So we'll report back and let you guys know how this thing does on us.
See, I'm not sure about this. Yeah, we will. I'm not sure about this. Eat lots of garlic. It's the world's oldest antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, antiparasite. Because I don't test well for garlic.
You don't test well for
Not
it?
muscle testing, and I don't seem to do well with it. So I don't know if I'm going to eat lots of garlic.
Did you have garlic, or did you test for it in your blood test? Do you show any allergic reactions to it?
That's interesting. I'm going to have to look back at that. I don't remember.
I have your blood test. I can look at.
I have it somewhere too, but
So you just you don't muscle test well for it.
I don't. That's correct.
Interesting. Yeah,
Interesting.
he says here, wear slippers.
Yeah,
you're a
that
pet
was
owner.
surprising.
That's really kind of crazy. Interesting though, huh? Because I
Yeah.
guess the parasites burrow up through the bottom of your feet.
I mean, we've heard that, you know. Who have we heard that from? Who was that talking? Andreas Kolker, maybe?
Oh yeah.
Talking about how, like, going to the park and grounding yourself might not be all it's cracked up to be because you're going to have stuff climb up through your feet.
I know, right? That's pretty crazy.
Gross.
So I ran across this article, speaking of what you just said, grounding. Let's see if I can find this thing here. So it's a website called earthrunners.com.
Oh, you're looking at that last night.
Yeah, Earth Runners. And tell me what you think about when you see that.
I think of Jesus.
I know, right?
Oh, was
That's
that what you were thinking?
I was just thinking like first century.
We had Roman times. Wow, we had the same brain. I'm going to go to that site. That's funny. I thought you were going to laugh at me.
I just shared in the chat room the Parasite free, and so I'll share this in the chat room so those that are listening live can check out what I was just looking at. But
no, when you go to earthrunners.com though, and you go on to it's 11:22 by the way.
11:20?
Oh no, it's not.
9:22.
My computer's off by 2 hours.
Isn't that's a message for you? 1122.
You're right. 1122.
That's awesome.
Kate needs to pay attention.
Gosh, double numbers.
When you go into earthrunners.com though, the very first thing that comes out, why is that guy wearing socks with these things?
Oh, it's just on their homepage?
This isn't good. Yeah. Oh, conductive wool socks. Okay, they have a plan at least.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting thing. They have, it's really...
I don't like that look, though.
I don't like the look either. I'm going to email them and see if there's any kind of way they can work on some other design.
No, you're not.
Yeah, why not?
Well, that's kind of mean.
No, I just said I love what you're doing, but maybe there's some other designs.
The ultra light Earth Runners are pretty cool looking. That's the most girly. I wonder what the point, because these sandals, they have like one strap that goes through the toe, but they go off to the sides. That's different than like a thong sandal.
It's almost like a regular sandal, right? But missing one of the straps.
That doesn't seem like that stay on your foot very well.
Yeah, so the straps, they have these little silver embedded coils that run from the bottom of the sandal up through the middle of the sandal, and then on the part of the strap that touches the top of your foot, the bottom of the strap. And so it conducts the electricity through the sandal onto the top of your foot as well as on through the bottom. And it does this through the straps. And there must be some reason why the design is that way. But if you had a regular looking sandal, you can just simply have more surface area to touch your skin.
Is there something, though, the reason why they have these little things placed? Like, what are those little, like, electrodes or some kind of...
Yeah, they're the little silver conductors. Conductors, yeah.
I don't get why you couldn't... Is this the only site you have found that makes these exact things? Or are there other that claim to be as good?
There's some. We also sell some on Less EMF. We'll put a link to that too. But the ones from Less EMF are actually pretty cool. They fit. It's a little thing that fits over your shoe, and so it's actually pretty cool in the sense that you can wear whatever shoe you want.
And us girls in shoes.
Yeah, but actually it wouldn't look good for style because it's like a strap that you put over your shoe.
Yeah, it's kind of ugly, but
so walking through the park in stilettos wouldn't probably work. Wouldn't look too stylish.
For a lot of reasons, actually.
But
well,
but this will be a way to get grounded and not have the parasites burrow up through the bottom of your feet.
Absolutely.
There you go. Parasite free, and you're grounded.
It's true. It seems like people are running in these things. That seems really hard to run in something like that with that thing between your toes. But.
I know. If you go onto their Facebook site, you can see a guy that's ran a marathon.
Gosh.
With those.
Is this new? Are these brand new?
I don't know. There's some YouTube videos I watched last night, and the guy is doing experiments with the voltage, and I don't know if it's a new thing or how long this company's been around. It might just be a guy. I think it's just one guy that kind of makes these things.
I like his symbol. He has a flower of life going on there.
Oh, it looks like it.
Runners. Huh? That's pretty cool. With 2 feet, little bare feet.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
So that might be a way to get grounded without... we'll put a link to that website, too, on the show page, earthrunners.com.
I could have used those Saturday at the salon, let me tell you.
Why? At the salon?
I almost died. Almost got electrocuted.
Oh, I know. That was a sign, wasn't it?
I was doing hair. Oh, my goodness. Saturday is my one day a week right now, and I'm still trying to be...
Yeah, you will be done.
Done with that.
You will be done.
But I'm doing a haircut. I finished up. I blow dried her. And by the way, my power kept going off during the blow dry. It was like it was sucking too much energy from the power strip. But if you plug it directly into the wall, it's such an old building, it will just die and short circuit and blow up my dryer.
So it has to go through a strip.
Through a power strip. And you think that would be the case, but it was turning itself off and it was doing all this weird stuff. So it was acting funny already. So I get her hair dry and I had plugged in my curling iron because she had an event to go to. And or no, she didn't. I don't think she did. But anyway, I was trying to make it pretty. And I was halfway, almost all the way done with doing her hair with the big curling iron. And all of a sudden I heard this shot, it sounded like somebody shot a gun. And it scared me. So as I was dropping the curling iron, I felt this electric kind of a feel in my arm. A fireball came out of the cord and shot across the room and went under like a cabinet. And it left a trail of smoke. And she and I both saw it, and we start it was shocking.
But you started laughing?
We started laughing because it was scary, like how you laugh out of shock.
Yeah.
And then we were just like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad she was there to see it too, because no one would believe that you saw an actual fireball. It was like a pyrotechnic show.
Was it the size of maybe a golf ball or something?
It looks like it, but it moved so fast, and it hauled underneath this cabinet.
Surprised the cabinet didn't.
Well, that's why we were backing up from it, because I thought, oh my gosh, any second, because it left a trail of smoke. So I finally shut off the power once I was like, okay, I'm not, her hair's not on fire, first of all. Second of all, thank God I don't feel like I'm burnt. I shut off the power cord, went over there, and then unplugged the iron, and the connector, the part where it connects from the actual iron to the cord, had split open, like completely split open, and it was just like hanging by like a little dangly thread. So the thing came straight. I mean, I had a slight burn mark on my neck, just a little one, and it kind of itched and burned for a while, and then it subsided. But holy moly!
If that's not a sign that you need to be done with your job, I don't know what is. That is.
As if it's not clear enough. Now fireballs start up.
I know, right? You're being attacked by fireballs.
That was weird.
That is definitely not
15
good.
years of in the hair industry, never had that happen before.
Wow. That's almost probably as similar as to when that lizard came in. Remember that? Your friend who had a...
Oh my gosh. That was a weird story.
Yeah, that was a weird story.
Yeah, I had a friend who used to be my landlord, and I still do her hair, and it was a couple of years ago probably, and she's in my chair, and we're talking about the passing of her dog that she loved, and she still got emotional talking about him. But she was saying how she called out this dog psychic because she felt like she needed to have some closure with him.
That's right.
Or he was a medium. I forget. It was some kind of dog.
A medium.
I guess, maybe. Could tell you all kinds of stuff about your dog.
Right.
And she had been telling me that the whole life of this dog, the way he showed her love was he would go out and kill lizards and bring them to her feet and leave them all around the house. And so she'd always see these poor lizards just drugging and, laying around and whatever. That was like his love language, apparently.
His love language.
So she's making this big story telling me about how he would do that. Well, then she goes on to say, she calls up that dog lady, and the lady tells her specific things about her dog that only, would make sense to my friend.
Really?
Yeah, and it just gave her chills. And, Bert, the dog, wanted her to know that, he was okay, and that
Bert,
even though she didn't get to say goodbye, that he was, that basically that it was all cool, all good.
Everything was good.
And we had talked for like 10 minutes, and then it was time to put her under the dryer. And I said, okay. And so as she stands off the chair, she sits back down and she goes, oh my gosh. And I'm like, what? And I go around, and right in front of her feet, in front of the chair, was this giant lizard just hanging out.
Oh my goodness.
Right at her feet. It was like 8 inches long. It was huge.
In the salon.
In the salon, at her feet, with a shut door. The door wasn't even open. No one else was in there but she and I. And I hadn't even seen this thing. I mean, it was huge. And I hadn't seen it like slither across that. I mean, I'm pretty aware. I'll see things on the ground, and I don't know how it got there. I don't know what was going on.
I mean, you could catch that at the corner of your eye.
Absolutely. It was so long.
You didn't see it.
It's like 6 to 8 inches long.
Oh my goodness.
So anyway, it was just hanging out. And so she's like, she got all teary and was freaking out, saying, I don't ever want to talk about this again. I'm so emotional to her. Mm-hmm. So that was the weirdest part. I went and scooped it up, and I took it outside and threw it in a bush, and it tried to follow me back in the salon. It was weird.
Wow. Did you tell her that?
Well, yeah, she was out with me, and she ran and was like, oh, and she said, dump it out again, take it away. So I took it away, and then it stayed. You
have some weird things happen in your salon.
Apparently.
I think it's all a sign that you are, it's not your place.
I'm moving on.
Yeah, it's not your place.
No, it's
Fireballs
not
and lizards. That's a weird thing.
Microwave fires. We've had some weird things.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's that's really strange
to
see a lizard like that, especially after the psychic and whatever that was.
Well, and there was a time too when I had my whole intestinal or my esophageal tract really burnt from smelling someone else's hair straightening. They were doing one of those Brazilian blowouts, and I lost my voice, and I completely got a sore throat for like a week. It was the worst thing. I'm like, what more can a person go through in a hairstyling career? It's just so toxic,
That was before your salon banned the Brazilian blowouts?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. It really, really affected me.
I remember that.
That was pretty bad.
That was wild.
Mm-hmm. So, anywho.
I got an email here from Carrie. I wanted to let you guys know that. Carrie Gray. She was episode 184 we had on.
Carrie Gray.
She says, aloha, Justin and Kate. I have some exciting news about Greensurance and thought your audience would want to know. Greensurance is now a 501c, not-for-profit, pay-it-forward community, a movement for a voice as we identify through membership the choice millions have who want coverage for alternative medicine. A voice makes change happen as we unite for empowerment of the insured choice. Greensurance is how one community and one cancer survivor now pays it forward. And she gives us her phone number to call her about it.
Wow, I'm interested about that.
Episode 184. If you guys are interested in This is a really unique concept. I wonder if they've done anything with it since the show. It looks like they're still... I went to their website, and it's all redone. And so...
I'm going to go on right now. Is it Greensurance dot?
Yeah, let me put it in the chat room, too, for people. I think it's green-surance.
Oh, that's right. There's a dash.
.com. Let's do this real quick. I'll put it in there.
Let's see.
Nope, that's not right.
Mine didn't. Yeah, it didn't come up.
Green. Let's just do Greensurance. That's what it is.
What
My
is
mistake. mygreensurance.com.
Is there a dash?
No dashes.
All right.
So it's all new website. So what I'll do is I'll put this in the chat room, and we'll put a link to it in the show notes as well.
There we go.
For people that want to check that out live, that are listening live, mygreensurance.com. And so curious if they have done anything with that. It looks like they've really revamped their site.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty interesting, Carrie. Thanks for writing us. She was episode 184. If you guys are interested in a community that's going to be, I think it can take the place of Obamacare, I think.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm. And so you don't have to have regular insurance if you don't want. You can have this alternative green.
But this is only for terminal illness, correct?
That's correct.
I think it's if you're diagnosed with something with, what do they have to give you, like 6 months to live or something?
Yeah.
If you wanted to naturally try to conquer your illness?
Yeah, I think a doctor, a natural doctor or a regular doctor has to give you 6 months or 8 months, or I forget if it's a year or something like that, has to say that basically you have
X amount of time,
which we all do anyway, but
right.
A certain amount of time to live. And then, and so what you can do is you can use Greensurance to do things like Gerson,
right?
The Budwig protocol,
whatever you want.
Whatever you want. They'll pay for your juicers. They'll pay for your enemas and all the stuff that you would need.
That's right.
Isn't that cool?
That's pretty sweet.
That is, I don't know.
I mean, obviously no one wants that kind of a quote diagnosis, but if you do, I mean, that's the biggest part is like, gosh, we all have these insurance plans where we choose to do something that we want, and yet we have to come up with it out of our own pocket. Yeah. And I think she was talking too about how the stress of having to make your bills and live your life while you get treatment, I think it also helps you cover your... Remember how she was saying, like, it tries not to impact your lifestyle?
Yeah.
So you're able to not... Because, I mean, stress will just take you further down the road of illness.
That's true.
So I think there was something that they want to alleviate all that while you're fighting your disease or you're overcoming your challenge.
Wow.
So they got something really cool going on. Her heart is in such a good place. And that's such a big undertaking and a huge vision. I mean, I can't believe she... came up with this.
I know, it's pretty...
Seems like she's come up against a lot of challenges with it.
Yeah, for her to undertake this thing, I mean, she's basically having to restructure how entire industries are run and working within the current medical system to try to get this to be legitimate.
Right.
So it's really quite a huge undertaking, and I would... I just was so excited when we talked with her in episode 184 about her project, and at that time it was still in development, so maybe it's launched now, which is a really cool thing. And they'll pay for, like, I think Gerson's $5,000 a week.
Oh, man.
Dr. Gonzalez, remember?
He's
$5,000 or $6,000 who we talked to. For
Dr. Nicholas Gonzalez.
Yeah, who does the pancreatic enzymes with cancer out in New York. He's got a really amazing clinic, and
I wonder if they've launched this yet, because I know it was still in the ground stages, in the groundbreaking ground stages of.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. You could join in and be kind of in the program when it rolls out, but I'm not sure if it's taken off yet.
Yeah, interesting, huh?
Yeah, we need to talk to her for sure.
Yeah, I think we're going to take a little break. How about that?
Sounds good. I'm afraid to move these cords here.
I know, right?
I'm afraid to take a break, but yes, let's do it.
If you guys have any health issues or challenges or just want to talk about your health at all, please call us, 949-505-9585, and you can join the discussion, and perhaps through the entire community we can help you out in some way, point you in the right direction, either a book or a website or some protocol, something like that, to help you out with your health questions. That's what the Friday shows are all about. So you can call up and you can get the number on our live show, extremehealthradio.com/live, and we broadcast live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific. And this is episode 245. And so we'll be right back right after this break. Did you know that conventional dog food contains antibiotics, herbicides, pesticides, ground up carcasses from roadkill subjected to high heat processing, artificial colors, chemical preservatives, way too many carbohydrates, genetically modified corn syrups, indigestible grains, and a lack of moisture content in the dry kibble? Obviously, this can lead to health conditions like diabetes, itchy skin, teeth and gum problems, liver damage, obesity, behavioral issues, pancreatic problems, and even cancer. That's why we recommend the BARF diet, which is the biologically appropriate raw food diet from Barf World. Their unprocessed raw meats contain bone, organ meats, vitamins, and minerals that are loaded with enzymes. Barf World founder Robert Mueller explains more.
Sure, I don't have to convince you on the damage that's caused by high heat to food. So as a result, we see many skin disorders, a lot of arthritis, obesity, heart disease, cancers. I mean, it's just rampant. The vet clinics are just full of these conditions. And basically a large percentage of the commercial pet food that's is made up of the human industry leftovers. And the pet food industry makes use of this waste product. And in addition to that, we are subjected to the products coming out of the rendering plants. Garbage in, garbage out. If you feed garbage to your dog, you're going to end up with garbage health. You know, if you put the right gas in, your engine runs smoother and lasts longer. So if you put the right fuel in the tank, you're going to get the right output. Garbage in, garbage out.
We've seen an immense difference with our dog Maggie being on this diet. Give your dog the gift of health today by going to extremehealthradio.com/barf or go to our store. That's extremehealthradio.com/barf to learn even more.
If you have any digestive problems whatsoever, I highly recommend getting a Squatty Potty that sits right underneath your toilet. Squatty Potties help give relief from constipation and bloating, hemorrhoids and straining, IBS, pelvic floor, and bladder issues. See, as humans, we are designed to squat when we eliminate, and when we sit on a toilet, that angle kinks and pinches off the puborectalis muscle in your colon, and the Squatty Potty opens the colon to eliminate more quickly and completely. Listen to what Daniel Vitalis has to say about that.
One of the reasons I love to promote the idea of the squat toilet is because, for a couple of reasons. One, there's a ligament that wraps around your colon that prevents you, when you're in the seated position, from being able to have an effective bowel movement. But that ligament's loosed when we're in a full squat. So people are fighting their own body to defecate this way. Now, in the rest of the world, people defecate in the squat. Use a squat toilet. I'm so big on this. I've got a video on my website about that. But I really believe that it's important we start to actually defecate in an anatomically correct position. So, nobody sits on chairs to defecate except people in the West. And we have more rectal and bowel problems than anybody, more constipation than anybody. But this actually puts our body in a disadvantageous position for trying to go to the bathroom. So if you don't have a squat toilet or don't want to invest in one, I don't know, stack some books up. But get something where you can actually squat up above the toilet, or at least get your knees up higher.
Justin and I love our Squatty Potty. Start improving your digestion and elimination today by going to extremehealthradio.com/squat or see it in our store. Again, go to extremehealthradio.com/squat and watch the video to learn more.
100% listener supported. Extreme Health Radio. Opening minds and transforming lives worldwide. Join the show now on Skype at Extreme Health Radio or call 949-505-9585. Hello. That's 949-505-9585.
So Maggie's on the barf diet, isn't she?
She is.
She doesn't eat barf.
Ew.
Doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound good. When I first heard that, I was like, what the?
No, that doesn't sound too good.
No, it doesn't.
Biologically appropriate raw food diet.
That makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Barf. Ooh. Yeah, she's a barf dog, though, isn't she?
She is. She's. We'll talk about. She's on a 90-day challenge right now, so we'll talk about that maybe when we're all done.
Yeah, we should.
Interesting. So, and then also the Squatty Potty. Great thing. I just think those things should be on every toilet in America.
They're amazing.
I just think they're so. I can't go to the bathroom without that thing.
I know.
It's so uncomfortable.
It feels so bizarre.
Yeah, you get used to it, and you just you just love having it.
I know. At the beginning, you can't imagine ever getting used to it. You think it's so awkward, and then
I know,
yeah,
right?
now it's like I want to travel with it. I love it.
Yeah, it's weird because anytime we go somewhere, like you look for a trash can or something to put your feet on. It's pretty interesting.
Upside down bucket.
Yeah, upside down bucket.
Hey, there was this cool thing going around Facebook. This really cool story about this lady. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
It was on the news somewhere, but it says a picture of a really classy older woman. She's so cute. It says, this 92-year-old, petite, well-poised, and proud lady who was fully dressed each morning by 8 o'clock with her hair fashionably coiffed and makeup perfectly applied, even though she is legally blind, moved to a nursing home today. Her husband of 70 years recently passed away, making the move necessary. After many hours of waiting patiently in the lobby of the nursing home, she smiled sweetly when we told her the room was ready.
Wow.
As she maneuvered her walker to the elevator, I provided a visual description of her tiny room, including, oh my gosh, I need some fulvic acid. I'm very tired. I'm so sorry. Including the eyelet sheets that had been hung on her window. I love it, she stated with the enthusiasm of an 8-year-old just having been presented a new puppy.
Wow.
Mrs. Jones, you haven't seen the room. Just wait. That doesn't have anything to do with it, she replied. Happiness is something you decide ahead of time. Whether I like my room or not doesn't depend on how the furniture is arranged. It's how I arrange my mind. I've already decided to love it. It's a decision I make every morning when I wake up. I have a choice. I can spend the day in bed recounting the difficulty I have with the parts of my body that no longer work, or get out of bed and be thankful for the ones that do. Each day is a gift, and as long as my eyes open, I'll focus on the new day and all the happy memories I've stored away just for this time in my life. She went on to explain, old age is like a bank account. You withdraw from what you've put in. So my advice to you would be to deposit a lot of happiness in the bank account of memories. Thank you for filling in part of my memory bank. I am still depositing. And with a smile, she said, remember the 5 simple rules to be happy. 1, free your heart from hatred. 2, free your mind from worries. 3, live simply. 4, give more. 5, expect less.
Wow.
Isn't that neat?
So you just came across that on Facebook?
Pretty neat, huh?
That's awesome.
It doesn't say her name, but she's...
What did she say about that bit before you close it? What did she say about the bank account?
Old age is like a bank account. You withdraw from what you put in. So my advice to you would be to deposit a lot of happiness in the bank account of memories.
Wow.
Thank you for filling in. Thank you for your part in filling my memory bank. I am still depositing. That's pretty cool. That's cool. Pretty neat, huh?
I wonder if she's ever, decided beforehand that she was going to like something, and then once she saw it, she hated it.
I know. I wonder. We don't hear that side of it, do we? No. What a positive woman, though.
But that is really cool.
Pretty cool.
I like that concept.
I know. It's neat, huh?
Yeah. It's just, happiness is a choice.
It is a choice.
Something you decide on before.
Amen.
Yeah, let's see. I came across a couple different articles. Something really interesting about avocado seeds.
Okay.
Have you, or did you know that you could eat avocado seeds?
I saw this somewhere recently.
It's really weird. It says
I didn't know it, but I've just come across it.
I never thought that you could eat those.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that you guys should eat them. Well, we're just going to share this article, but it's really interesting. Why you should eat avocado seeds. Do you know that the avocado seeds are full of great health benefits? The seeds have more antioxidants than most fruits and veggies and contain polyphenols similar to those found in green tea. They have tons of soluble fiber, or much more than most foods, which aids in digestion and circulation. In South America, the avocado seeds are used to treat dysentery and other GI tract problems. The seeds contain lots of phenolic compounds that can prevent bacterial and viral diseases as well as gastric ulcers. Eating the seeds may also aid in the prevention of cardiovascular disease and strokes. Avocado seed lowered cholesterol levels and may protect against arterial plaque formation, according to a study published in the journal Plant Foods and Human Nutrition. Researchers credited the seeds' high content of dietary fiber in lowering cholesterol levels by binding to cholesterol in the intestinal tract, preventing absorption. And antioxidant activity of the avocado seed may also stop cardiovascular disease by preventing lipid oxidation, a process that leads to arterial plaque formation. The avocado seed contains a range of antioxidant polyphytochemicals, including flavanols.
I love that word. Flavanol. Isn't that great?
This is proanthocyanidins.
Whoa.
Wow, that's a crazy word.
It's as good as astaxanthin. As your mother calls it, aztexanthin.
Aztexanthin. These important antioxidants protect your body from free radicals associated with aging and disease. A 2003 study found that the seed of an avocado is much higher in antioxidants, as much as 70% greater than the fruit itself.
Wow.
All right, here we go. Let's get to the nitty-gritty here.
I have a new business for us.
Do you?
Powdering avocado seeds. You can sprinkle them in your smoothies and stuff.
Ooh.
What if anybody's ever done that?
Let's see. Let's just look. Yeah, I'll just finish. Avocado seeds have natural antibiotic, antifungal. According to one study, the seed extracts inhibited an assortment of pathogens, including Candida and the mosquito that carries the tropical disease yellow fever. Okay, here we go. Step 1, cut the avocado and remove the pit. To do this, slice the avocado, cut around it, remove the two halves evenly. Then insert the tip of your knife into the pit, twist and remove carefully, removing from the end of the knife. Use the avocado on sandwiches or in dips, remembering to save the pit. All right, step 2. Here we go.
Okay.
Your lofty goals have been squelched.
Someone's already done it.
Grind the pit into a fine powder.
Darn.
Your business just got taken from you.
Darn it.
Grind the pit into a fine powder using a very powerful food processor. I bet the Blendtec would work too.
I bet it would. That thing could blend a whole cow.
It could.
Thing's crazy.
And by the way, if you're interested in getting a Vitamix or a Blendtec, they're both available in our store, but we're offering free shipping on the Vitamix.
That's right.
Save you about $30.
That's huge.
And that's extremehealthradio.com/Vitamix. We'll put a link to it in our show notes here. But grind the pit into a fine powder using a very powerful food processor. The pit is very dense and hard and can damage a weak food processor. It should have very sharp blades and be contained completely. The seeds can also be dried in a plastic bag. Once dried, crush them with a hammer and grind in a heavy-duty blender. Okay. Okay, so you can dry the seeds in a plastic bag, then you can crush it with a hammer, and then take the fragments and put them in your blender.
This sounds like such a pain.
No, it's easy.
Get a hammer, get a bag.
The seeds can also be sliced and roasted in the oven. Avocado seeds are bitter, so the best way to eat them is to add them to juices or smoothies.
Where'd you find this out?
Gosh, I don't know. I come across so much stuff online, and I figure every now and then I save, a couple articles here and there, but...
You know something disturbing that I read, though? After I shared that sweet story of that little old lady.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, Facebook and Monsanto are basically owned by the same people, so I don't know if I want to support that anymore, but that's okay.
Really?
Can you believe that?
I can, actually.
7 of the top 12 shareholders of Facebook and Monsanto are identical. Of course you can believe that.
Say that again. 7 out of the top 10?
Top 12.
Top 12.
Shareholders of Facebook and Monsanto are identical.
Isn't that crazy?
Yikes. Even more to the point, 3 of the top 5 shareholders are the same. The top shareholder at the moment in Monsanto is the Vanguard Group, which is number 2 on the list of top Facebook shareholders. Vanguard.
Wow.
Didn't we have something with them for a while there? Like a Vanguard...
A long time ago, we had some Vanguard funds. That must be the same company, Vanguard.
Man, interesting. It goes on and on to say that... Yes, these are all investment funds, and they spread their enormous money around. They own shares of many, many publicly traded companies. But the comparison of Monsanto and Facebook illustrates how, at the top of the food chain, there is connected wealth. These investment funds can, if they choose to, intercede in companies' proxy votes to alter company policy.
Wow.
Isn't this? And this is interesting. And of course, in a case a company decides to take a controversial stance on a political issue or introduce a new product that would disrupt the foundations of the economic status quo, the investment funds can exert punishment. Suddenly, selling off millions of shares and avoiding the company like poison would have a severely negative effect.
Wow. I don't know. Something's fishy with Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook hasn't been working the way it used to. We keep talking about that.
I know it's really wild. We have, I think there's about 4,000 fans or so on Facebook, and we'll post something on there, and 100 people will see it.
Yeah.
And I spoke with Ty Bollinger about this as well.
Yeah,
And
Ty.
he says the same thing. I think he's got over 100,000 fans or something, and he says that, less than 10% see his posts.
What is that?
It's really strange.
Like you and I talk about, if you're a friend or you're following someone on Facebook, you should be able to see everything that they're sharing or posting.
I would love to see them have a Facebook replacement. I think it's time, isn't it?
I think it is. Why don't we work on that after the avocado seed powder? Because we have all this extra time on our hands.
Yeah, we can just create a new Facebook.
We got to meet Ty Bollinger.
That's right.
He is so cool.
That is right. I love that guy.
Is that a week ago?
That was a week ago. I think we posted a picture of that on Facebook.
Oh, right.
And I'm sure only about half of you guys saw it.
If they want to see it, though, where can they find it?
It's on our Facebook site. If you go to facebook.com/Extreme Health Radio, you'll see a
That
picture.
guy's awesome.
Yeah, he stopped by. He flew through town, and we grabbed a green drink and talked. And he's just a great guy.
He is a great guy.
He's working on a top secret project right now.
I don't know if we're allowed to talk about it because it's top secret, but
I mentioned it on there.
you did.
I just mentioned that he's working on a project.
Okay.
And he was okay with that. But
Nice.
I don't even think he's trying to keep it a secret, and just in case he is. But he was traveling up from San Diego, I think, going up to LA.
I think that's right. Yep.
He's doing some work on this project of his that I can't wait until it's released.
It's going to be released really soon. The guy's cranking it out.
Yeah, he's just going for it. And just talking with him and listening to him, and I could tell he's someone that really wants to help people, and I can tell his heart. And there's a lot of people, which is so weird in this health industry, that don't live. They're in it more for like a business.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's really kind of sad. I don't.
Kind of.
You spend time with them, and they don't seem like they care at all about health or helping people. It's more just business.
I think it sets apart the people, though, over time who really do. I just think you can only ride that way for so long until people realize maybe you don't care about.
Yeah. People will find out. That's for sure. So, but it was just cool, and I could tell that he just really wants to help people. He's so passionate about what he's doing, and it's pretty interesting.
He's awesome.
He's written that book, Cancer: Step Outside the Box, that I can't recommend more. Couldn't recommend that book more. Really good stuff. We have it. I think it's like about 500 pages.
It's really thick.
There's an article I came across, daily habits. Did you know there's daily habits that can cause cancer?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, but what are they?
I bet you'll, if I read some of these, what could possibly be causing these scary cancer statistics? Let's look at let's look at these closely and at this shortened list here.
I bet I could come up with a few, but okay.
You wanna say a few, and I'll tell you.
I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
Stress.
Yep.
GMO or processed foods.
I think that's on here. This is a long list.
Is there a long list?
X-rays.
Oh, X-rays.
EMF exposure, power lines, nuclear radiation, pesticides, industrial toxins, drinking or bathing in polluted, chlorinated or fluoridated water.
I was just going to say drinking Clorox. That's about the same.
Yeah, all municipal water has chlorine, and most of it has fluoride. Smoking. By the way, we have a really great water filter that we use.
Oh, from that's right, Friends of Water.
Our friend Timothy Hickey over at Friends of Water. We'll put a link to that. The one we use. We like it. Smoking, hormonal therapies, immune suppressive drugs, mercury toxicity, irradiated foods, dental fillings, use of prescription, non-prescription drugs, nutritional deficiencies, consumption of synthetic foods, like you said, chronic stress, negative emotions.
I bet.
Depressed thyroid, intestinal toxicity, parasites. Hey, we're getting rid of parasites.
Parasites. Check us out.
Viral, bacterial, and fungal infections. So that'd be like candida. Blocked detoxification pathways. How are your detox pathways?
Well, they'd be better if I could do some coffee enemas lately.
I know, we should do those.
Yeah, today might be the day.
You think so?
I think so.
That would be cool.
Yep.
You got to teach me how to make the coffee.
I'll teach you.
Yeah,
we'll do that today.
Genetic predisposition, physical irritants like asbestos, alcohol consumption. What can we do to avoid cancer?
It's scary that they put asbestos right with alcohol consumption. Great.
I know, right?
That's not cool.
Okay, so here's some foods you can eat to avoid cancer. Algae,
Okay.
like chlorella or spirulina.
Kelp.
Dulse. Dulse.
Mm-hmm.
Fermented foods. Medicinal mushrooms like reishi and chaga. Adaptogenic herbs like astragalus, gynostemma, ginseng, goji berry. Aloe vera, hemp, goji berries, bee pollen, garlic, kale, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. Watercress. How do you eat watercress? Is that like a leafy green?
I think it's a leaf.
Is it?
I always hear it, and I always think it's some kind of like, what are those other things that are like, they're like round and they're crunchy, and sometimes they're in dishes. Like some kind of cress. I always feel like it has the word cress in it.
I know what you mean.
But they're not that. I think watercress is a vegetable, isn't it?
It's a vegetable, yeah. Berries, cilantro, pomegranates. And then you want to avoid sugar, conventional dairy, glutinous grains, soy, and pork. And you also need to limit fruit juices, rice, oats and corn, all GMO foods, animal protein. Ensure beef is organic and grass-fed. Chicken is free-range and organic. Fish is wild-caught and not farmed. Avoid all impurities in the food and water. Cleanse your body with alkaline, easily digestible, and nutrient-rich foods. And begin a protocol of liver cleansing and regenerating herbs. Pretty cool, huh?
Again, it just comes back to the conversation we had yesterday when we took a little trip out to the country. We're driving around going, what the heck are we supposed to eat anymore, though, you know?
Yeah, I know.
There's just not a lot to eat. There's not a lot of options. And then what little options we do have, there's two different sides of the fence with every guest we have on. It's like some person wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, and the other person said they would eat nothing but that. It's just really, really hard.
Yeah, some people wouldn't. No, it's good.
Okay. Phew, I thought I just messed up the soundboard.
The soundboard, yeah.
By moving my leg.
Yeah, it's tough to figure out what to eat, because if you're a raw vegan, it seems to be there'd be issues with sugar, and indigestible foods like nuts, because a lot of nuts are involved in that diet. But then if you eat animal products, you can see how people would say, well, eating animal products are high in cholesterol and fat.
And the negative emotions, the fear, you're eating all the fear and destruction and death.
So, yeah, and then if you're vegetarian, and you could be eating a lot of bread too, right? Cooked foods, it's starchy, it's not good for you.
Right. Yeah, gluten-free is kind of a joke. I mean, you have to be really careful.
And then if you're raw vegan, you have to eat lower sugar too.
Right.
So
it's a game. I don't know. I'm still on the journey myself.
I know it's good. Let's take a little break.
Okay.
Got a couple more emails to get to and some other interesting things to get to after the break. Really, really fascinating stuff. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. Episode 245. We broadcast Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific, live on extremehealthradio.com/live. We have a chat room that you can join. And then on our Friday shows, which happens to be today because we don't have a guest, but you can call in.
Yeah.
And join the show.
We'd love to talk to you.
And those are always fun when people do that. So if you guys have the gumption, want to call in.
We don't bite.
We don't bite. We'd love to have you.
We're just people.
Part of the show. So feel free to do that. And we'll be right back right after this break. If you are currently using any hair care products that contain dyes or colorings, these things can be carcinogenic. You see, anything we put on our skin, even in the shower, gets into our bloodstream and causes a toxic overload to our organs over time. That's why we only recommend Morocco Method hair care products, because they're 100% chemical free, 100% organic, raw, vegan, and even wild crafted and picked according to the lunar cycles. Listen to what our guest Anthony Morocco says about foaming agents in the shampoos.
Well, number one with hair care is the sodium lauryl sulfate, which is a foaming agent, which is really carcinogenic and it's very, very toxic. So that's number one. And so they're so afraid of it. The industry has made 38 different names for it. They've created cocamide, they've created coconut, they've created palm oil. But anything that foams is sodium lauryl sulfate. So I would say that you really need to read your ingredient lists. And if you cannot pronounce the word, it's made in a laboratory.
So would even organic hair care products that foam, would those be damaging as well?
Yes, organic really today is not what it used to be, so it's just a word. It really, to me, is not reality. If you want a real product, you want to look at Wild Craft.
As a former hairstylist, I love Anthony's products. If you'd like to have truly healthy and luxurious hair, no matter what your texture, go to extremehealthradio.com/MM for Morocco Method or see it in our store. Again, that's extremehealthradio.com/MM to learn even more.
In today's modern world, we're surrounded by magnetic radiation, electric fields, radio waves, microwaves from our cell phones, our laptops, our computers, iPads, and even cell phone towers and power lines. These EMF frequencies damage the blood-brain barrier, they cause sleep problems, they decrease melatonin, and disturb our electric bodies. After much research, that's why we recommend a company called Less EMF. Listen to what founder Dr. Emil de Toffel has to say.
The dangers of radiation. Where do you even begin? There's many different kinds of radiation and there's many different kinds of dangers. Modern electronic devices will emit a variety of electromagnetic fields. Electric fields, magnetic fields, radio waves, and microwaves. This type of radiation has been associated with a variety of health effects, including cancers, headaches, sleeplessness, ADD, diabetes, and more. The effects seem to be cumulative, and our exposure seems to be cumulative as we're adding more and more electronic devices in our world and spending more and more time with each one. Radiation levels and the type of radiation from these devices vary, but its impact seems to accumulate in the body. So we do have shielding of a variety of different kinds. We have shielding metals to control magnetic fields, shielding canopies to put over your bed. So if you have an electromagnetic situation, we probably have a solution for it.
Protect yourself and your family today. They've got very affordable products for all of your portable devices, your home, and more. Visit extremehealthradio.com/less EMF. That's LESSEMF. Or check them out in our store to see videos. Again, go to extremehealthradio.com/less EMF.
All free shows, all the time, on Extreme Health Radio. Opening minds and transforming lives worldwide. Join our community today. Call using Skype at Extreme Health Radio or call 949-505-9585. That's 949-505-9585.
Feel free to call us up if you guys would like to join the show, 949-505-9585, as the lady said. Love to have you a part of the show. This is episode 245, and we broadcast Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific, if you'd like to join the show. And I just want to let everybody know, too, for the time being, if you guys are interested in getting a Bellicon rebounder, I just want to let you guys know, because it's kind of time sensitive, they're offering a 5% discount code if you go through our link, extremehealthradio.com/Bellicon, and then you enter in the code Extreme Health Radio. Not sure how long that is going to last, but they're offering it now because I think what happened was they relaunched their website, and so they upgraded everything. Mm-hmm. And as a result, certain things broke on it, and so they can't track who comes to their website from our link.
I gotcha. And
so in order to to make sure it's accurate, if you put in the code Extreme Health Radio, you'll get about 5%. You will get 5% off for the time being, and that equals about $35, I think. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
And also, something else I wanted to let people know, too, is that we are accepting freelance writers. So if you are a health nut like we are and interested in improving people's lives, and you have a lot of information to share about alternative health and healing, natural cures for things, and you have some good content you would like to share with us, what we'll do is we'll post your articles on our website, and then we'll share links to those articles with our Facebook group, our Twitter people, and all of that. So
our Twitter people, that sounds so cute.
Our Twitter people, yeah. So we'll do that, and then you can put a link at the bottom of the article, a picture of yourself, and a link to your website, to your Facebook account, and it's a great way to gain exposure. So that's available as well if people are interested in doing that.
We don't mind spreading the love.
Yeah, don't mind spreading the love. So if you guys would like to do that, all you have to do.
Oh goodness.
Oh
Maggie.
goodness. It's just.
Earlier she sounded like a chicken. She was in her little house, but she made like a little chicken noise. She's a dog.
Oh, there she goes.
Okay.
So all you have to do is email Justin at extremehealthradio.com. We have these cool little things here I wanted to share with people. This thing called Opportunities.
That's the best name.
Have you tried this yet?
I have.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Thrown some in a smoothie. And
yeah.
I think you can throw it in a juice or even a water, right? Anything?
Yeah, it's. Let me see if I can find the website for it. Pretty interesting. We've been using a little bit of it lately. Let's see. Opportunities.
TEAS, correct? Oh, Maggie.
Yeah,
she's a piece of work. She's a hot mess.
Let's see. Opportunities. Let's see. What's the website for this? I can't find it here. Let's see. Yeah, it's I didn't spell that right. OPPORTUNITEAS.
I thought so.
Right. Oh.
That's what I wrote down.
.com. Okay, Opportunities. Yeah, that's what it is. And they have this one called Clear Tea that we're taking right now, a unique blend of the highest quality ingredients designed to improve energy production, maintain nutrient sufficiency, and enhance clear thought. It's got goji berry extract 4-1, cacao, pomegranate, camu berry, acai fruit extract, rhodiola, rose extract, matcha green tea leaf, yerba mate, vitamin B3.
Yerba mate.
Yerba mate. Vitamin B6, magnesium, vitamin D3. Pretty cool.
It's good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
For energy, stamina, focus, health, and balance. Mix 1 to 2 scoops into 8 ounces of cold or hot water. Also used in smoothies, baking, ice cream, lattes, or other beverages.
Baking. I wonder how you bake with it.
Yeah, I guess you'd put it into... I guess you could put it into anything, couldn't you? It's just a powder.
We smell it again, too.
It smells good.
It smells good, huh?
Yeah. We got the Clear Tea. It smells
Clear
good.
Tea.
It smells just like tea.
It does. It smells good.
I
love
like
tea.
That. So if you guys are interested in that, you can check that out. We don't make any financial gains from this, but I don't know. We like it.
Yeah.
So we wanted to tell you guys.
I think it's cool.
1 to 2 scoops in 8 ounces of water. I haven't tried it with water yet, though.
I haven't either. I've put it in stuff, so I'm not sure how it really tastes. But
yeah, I'd like to try it in water and just see how it tastes. I bet it's pretty good, actually.
It has good stuff in it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't taste bad, but
yeah. So
hey, you drink your pee, so
I do drink my pee.
Compared to that, I have an email here.
Yeah?
You want me to read it?
Yeah, please.
From Alex.
Alex.
Hey, Justin and Kate, I absolutely love your show, and you two have been an inspirational force in my life to change for the better. Thank you so much for your willingness to do what seemed like just a dream and make Extreme Health Radio a reality. That's so cool.
That's so rad.
I look forward to all your shows, and I was wondering if you are thinking of doing one on food addiction. There is a lot about what we should/shouldn't eat, but I have yet to hear one specifically on the compulsion to overeat, binge, and what may be the cause of it. Do you think that you could find someone in that area? The reason I ask is because while I have many healthy changes in what I eat, I've made many healthy changes in what I eat, I still struggle sometimes with overeating, binging, and it only happens with unhealthy foods. Wondering why that is, what causes me to crave white bread, sugars, ice cream, etc., when I know it's not good for me. You did have one guy briefly discuss food addiction, but not really on how to overcome it. I'm also wondering if there's a spiritual aspect to it and how the two are related. I know this question may be too broad and unanswerable, but considering the many people who you meet and areas of expertise you deal with, maybe you would know of someone or could keep your eyes open for someone in this area who could shed a little insight. Thanks.
Wow, that's a good, really, bless you.
Whoa, thank you. Woo.
That's a good
Smelling
question.
that tea up my nose. Oh, it did. It got up my nostrils.
That's fine.
That is a great
food addiction.
subject.
That's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Big deal. You know, for me, I think some nutritional things I can think of. If you're in a chat room or on the forum, or if you're listening to this as a podcast and you want to chime in, you can go to our forum. I'll put a link to that in this page, episode 245. But some things that come to mind in terms of food addiction for me is having enough good bacteria, so eating fermented foods.
Oh, right.
You know, because she says
sauerkraut,
craving things like bread,
breads, ice cream, pasta.
So if you eat sauerkraut, if you eat those types of foods with tons of bacteria, kefirs, that would help. What else as far as food addiction?
I would love to have someone on, though, that could talk about that. Because I agree, we do have a lot of people on talking about, what foods we should and shouldn't eat. But as far as what happens when you struggle with just eating, because sometimes our guests make it sound so easy. Eat a little bit of apricot kernels, eat a little bit, and it's like not everyone connects with those foods. So obviously there is a spiritual / emotional connection with changing your whole.
There has to be.
It has to be.
There has to be. One thing that helped me a long time ago was David Wolf's philosophy of adding foods in.
Yeah. What is it? Subtraction by addition? Yeah,
subtraction by addition. And that to me is the biggest thing. I mean, food is, there's no doubt about it. I mean, food is addicting. Pizzas, and especially it's always the demineralized, high sugar, high carbohydrate foods that are the spiciest and that taste the best, right?
Yeah, of course.
And so pizzas and things like that. And so what I like to do is let's say I were still eating that kind of food, I would have a certain amount of foods I would eat every day as a way of reconditioning my addictions. And so what I would do is I would have a certain thing, like I would have a smoothie, or I would have a shake or a protein shake that's healthy, a juice, with all the phytochemicals and phytonutrients in there. And so what I would do is I would make sure I would have that before. So if I was having a craving for ice cream or something, I would say, okay, I can have the ice cream. I'm not going to beat myself up for it.
Right. Or even deny yourself. But before you do.
Before I do, I would have a green juice.
Right.
And so the whole idea of the green juice too is it fills your stomach, and what it infuses life into your body. But what it's also doing too is it's not feeding. It's feeding the best part of you. You know what I mean? It's not feeding the lower part of you, which is your candida and your yeast and fungus inside your body. So it's feeding the higher version of you.
That's interesting.
And so when you feed that and that becomes stronger, it's like an arm wrestling contest. At some point, it goes one way or the other, and one side starts winning. And so if you were to take the principles of that and start feeding, that. So like if you had an arm wrestling contest and one person hadn't eaten in a week and the other person, maybe hadn't eaten in a week as well. And then all of a sudden in the middle of the arm wrestling contest, you give one person some really healthy food. All of a sudden they're going to have energy to win. So it's the same kind of concept. And so, adding foods into your daily life and not beating yourself up when you do have the bad food, I think is the way to go.
I think you're right.
So if you want to have...
I always encourage people of that too. I think David Wolf's philosophy is really great.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, gosh, if you just tried to cold turkey everything, it just doesn't work for most people. It wouldn't work for me.
You can't focus on removing food from your diet. It just will not work. If you're not supposed to eat hamburgers and, hamburgers from Heart Attack Grill.
Which I didn't know about until yesterday.
Heart Attack Grill. So if you know you want to get rid of those, you only have so much food in your stomach. So, make it a point to eat something every day before you eat that hamburger. And then if you still have room for that hamburger, eat it. But I guarantee you, if you do something like that, it's going to, over time, over the course of 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, a couple months, you're going to not eat those foods. And not only that, you're not going to want to eat those foods. It does change for sure. Yeah.
It totally does.
Yeah.
I know it did with me. I mean, I'm not a cold turkey kind of person.
Now, you loved your pastas too.
Oh my gosh. My wine and my pasta took a long time to overcome. I'll tell you that.
Are you looking up Heart Attack Grill?
I was looking at Heart Attack Grill. You mentioned Heart Attack Grill. I thought you were joking.
Yesterday.
I've never heard of it. Some people make fun of me like I've never heard of half the things that we talk about on this show. But here we are. Wow.
Is it heartattackgrill.com?
Heartattackgrill.com.
And they have the waitresses dressed as nurses, don't they?
Yeah, and there's this, the chef or the cook guys are dressed like a doctor.
Like in smocks, right?
Yes, this is terrible. He has like a white lab coat on.
Oh, white lab
coat? With
a
stethoscope.
Yeah.
Let's see how many of these there are. Yeah, the girls are looking all sexy and looks like a Hooters.
Yeah, the girls
looks
are
like
all...
It started out... They have a link. Send hate mail to... Heart Attack Grill, Fremont Street, Las Vegas, Nevada. Hate mail.
They're asking for it, huh?
Some guy died, it says here. Yeah, Heart Attack Grill.
It's almost like are they publicizing his death?
I think they are. They're probably making money off of it, which is really sad.
That's really bad.
Heart Attack Grill is an American hamburger restaurant in Las Vegas, Nevada, formerly located in Chandler, Arizona. It has courted controversy by serving high-calorie menu items with deliberately provocative names coupled with waitresses in sexually provocative clothing.
Uh-huh.
The establishment is a hospital-themed restaurant. Waitresses, in parentheses, nurses, take orders, in parentheses, prescriptions from the customers, quote, patients. Each patient dons a hospital gown before ordering, and those who do not finish their meal receive a paddling by one of the nurses, and with the option to buy paddle afterwards. The menu includes single, double, triple, and quadruple bypass hamburgers, ranging from 8 to 32 ounces of beef. 8,000 calories. All you can eat flatliner fries cooked in pure lard. Beer.
Actually, fries cooked in pure lard, that's probably
actually better off than
I think
canola oil.
If they're going for disease and they're going for death, they should go back to the canola oil.
I think you're right, actually.
I think they're making a mistake.
That's actually funny, right? Beer and tequila and soft drinks such as Jolt and Mexican bottled Coca-Cola made with real sugar. Customers over 350 pounds in weight eat for free if they weigh in with a doctor or nurse before each burger. Beverages and to-go orders are excluded, and sharing food is also not allowed for the free food deal. That is bizarre.
Isn't that disturbing?
Wow, they'll give you free food if you weigh over 350 pounds.
It's almost as if it's so backwards. I mean, only in America, right? Only in these Western countries like this. It's crazy.
Wow.
How do you have you rewarding people for being overweight? And then remember I told you about the story about the guy who actually did have a heart attack, because you said one guy died, right?
Let's read about this right here.
And one guy had a heart attack, lived, and came back, and then the news camera was in his face, and they were asking him why he came back a second time, and he was all proud. And
on February 11, 2012, a customer suffered what was reported to be an apparent heart attack while eating a triple bypass burger at the grill. Restaurant owner John Basso called 911, and the customer was taken to the hospital. Another patron, Blair River, age 29, was known as the grill's gentle giant and described as an unofficial spokesperson and regular patron. He died of flu-related pneumonia in March 2011.
He was 29 years old?
29 years old.
Oh, my goodness.
In February 2013, a second unofficial spokesperson and daily patron, 52-year-old John Alleman died of an apparent heart attack while waiting at a bus stop in front of the Las Vegas restaurant.
So they have 3 people that died there, and they publicize it like they're proud of it.
Here's one more. Other similar incidents included on April 21st, 2012, when a woman fell unconscious while eating a double bypass burger, drinking alcohol, and smoking.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy moly. Wow.
That is just... I was really surprised that you'd never heard of that, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, you can't see everything out there, but crazy
It's
story.
probably because I don't...
You don't eat like that?
Eat like that. And I don't care for Vegas, so that makes a good combo.
Yeah.
Wow, that's disturbing.
Heart attack, and so they have like triple bypass.
That's disgusting.
That is so...
It's all about shock value, but man, I mean, I can't believe their food's actually killing people. You know what, though? I wonder if it's psychosomatic, or I wonder if it's like the ideas put in their head. You know, you hear these words like bypass while you're eating a hamburger, and maybe the very suggestion causes people to kind of believe in it and go there in their brain on a subconscious level. And
look at that.
Huh?
Well, it's that same thing, you know, when a doctor says you've got 6 months to live, and then
6 months to the day you're
6
toast.
months to the day you follow doctor's orders and you die. Yeah,
I know. I think there's something to all that for sure.
Which also means though that there's also the opposite's true. If you tell yourself about how great food is for you, and you're so thankful and appreciative, and eat it with gratitude,
right?
It's a big difference.
And how healthy your organs are, and how you're going to live to be old.
Yeah.
Well, unrelated to the
Heart Attack
Girl, Pastor Nar writes in, "Hi, Justin and Kate. I just placed a $64 order with Mountain Rose Herbs."
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Pastor Nar.
He's so nice.
PastorNar.com.
PastorNar.com. Yeah, if you guys are interested in going to Mountain Rose Herbs, it's a good It's the place where we get all of our reishi, our shaga, our loose leaf teas, and it's just at bulk prices. They're and Mountain Rose Herbs is just like they're the standard. They're the place to get,
I think,
the best prices on organic teas and mushrooms and these kind of things.
I think so. Everything we've gotten has been just highest quality, and they're really anal about their standards. And
we love Mountain Rose Herbs.
We do love Mountain Rose Herbs.
We'll put a link to that in the show page if you want to check it out. It's extremehealthradio.com/mountain. But that's really cool that he.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, he did that for us.
So glad he told us that, because sometimes we don't know who orders what.
I know we can't see who purchases what.
Right.
I got an email here from Chastity. She says, "Good afternoon. I was just listening to your podcast where you were talking about calcium. That was our last Friday show, wasn't it?
It was.
I'm in school right now to become a doctor of naturopathy. And one of my classes, they discussed the lemon egg. Wow, this just happened 2 days ago.
The lemon egg.
You place the egg in lemon juice and turn it every day for 3 days. After the third day, the egg should be soft because of all the calcium has been absorbed into the lemon juice. You then take the juice as your calcium supplement. You can still use the egg since it is not affected by the lemon juice. You do not boil the egg before using it in the lemon juice. I do not recommend taking calcium supplements since I am a believer in magnesium. However, if I were going to recommend calcium, this is what I would recommend. Hope this makes sense and answers some of your questions. Have a blessed day."
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
So it's actually like churning the egg. So the egg is like raw egg, right? In lemon, and you churn it?
Yeah, it sounds like you turn it.
Interesting.
And then she says here, let's see. Hi, guys. I wanted to correct something I wrote in this previous email. I think it's 2 days instead of 3 that you leave the egg in the lemon juice. Sorry for that mistake. Wow.
Wow, interesting.
So my question is, I don't think you feel like the egg isn't floating in lemon juice. It's just half covered.
That's what I'm picturing, like when you dye an egg kind of. Well, no, I guess when you dye them, you put them all the way in, but yeah.
I guess you'd need a lot of lemons to make this, wouldn't you?
That's a lot of lemons.
But actually it would be good because that would, in essence, be your calcium supplement. So the more lemons you have, the more calcium you'd have, too.
That's true.
I guess it would be more diluted.
I'd never heard of this whole thing before.
I haven't either. I need to tell my mom about this because she wants to. She does a series, actually, from Mountain Rose Herbs. She buys a bunch of...
mushrooms and things.
Well, she doesn't do mushrooms. She does certain teas. I forget what they were. There's 5 teas that she does, and an infusion. Pours boiling water over them before bed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wakes up and strains it. That's how she's building her bones and.
She's pretty cool like that, though. She's always trying out unique stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Huh.
So, is there anything else to get to? Anything else we need to cover here? Let's see here. I think we got just about everything done, didn't we?
I think we made good progress today.
Talked about the heart attack grill. That's always food for thought, isn't it?
I have a fun fact.
Do you have a fun fact with Kate?
I do, if you think that we're to that point.
Okay, let's...
And now join us for Fun Facts with Kate.
Oh, man.
Where you never know what the heck is on her mind.
Are you going to block it out? You and the soundboard over there.
At the last minute, I decided to turn it up.
I should have shuffled these cords around over here so that the live one off here.
I know, right?
You're funny. Fun
facts with Kate. What do you got?
This comes to us from foodbabe.com.
Vani Hari.
Vani Hari, are there harmful ingredients lurking in your spice cabinet?
Spice cabinet.
Conventional spices may cause or contain, they do contain harmful ingredients. Beware of conventional spices. They contain concentrated toxic pesticides treated with hazardous chemicals, have reduced medicinal qualities, are most irradiated, contain GMOs, synthetic anti-caking agents, and or other chemical additives. I have always wondered about this because, you know, when you get a spice and it sits for too long in your thing and you can't shake it, it's all like stuck together. Talk about that caking agent.
Yeah, that's what that is.
I can't even separate it, and it makes me think, gosh, this just isn't, quote, garlic powder. Something's in here to be... I think garlic wouldn't naturally do that. It's not like our house is 150 degrees where it's like melting together and solidifying.
What is, so the caking agent is something that's toxic or something?
For sure. Let's read about this.
Wow. That's crazy. I can't believe that.
Food irradiation is the process of using radiation to kill bacteria and other contaminants. But while radiation is used to reduce bacteria in the spices we are consuming, the finished product has decreased levels of vitamins and natural enzymes. Irradiation changes the chemical composition of a spice, potentially creating toxic, carcinogenic byproducts in the food and increasing our exposure to free radicals. Free radicals cause aging and disease, something we want to avoid at all costs. How to buy spices safely. Here we go.
Okay.
Always buy organic spices. They will not only will they not have toxic pesticides, but they will also not be irradiated. Organic spices cannot have genetically engineered ingredients, which are GMOs, artificial colors, preservatives, and other synthetic anti-caking agents. Some of her favorite spice companies include Simply Organic, Frontier, and various store brands that are organic. Number 2, buy spices in bulk from the bin. To get the most bang for your buck, buying small amounts ensure the spices will be used in an appropriate amount of time.
We get a lot of ours from Mountain Reserves.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, that's the best place because you're going to get it's the best prices.
I think so, don't you?
Yeah.
3, check expiration dates. Spices, unlike wine, do not get better with age. Make sure you clean out your pantry often to avoid using expired spices. With age, spices lose their powerful benefits. I could believe that too.
Yeah.
And 4, replace conventional spices as soon as possible. If your cabinet is full of conventional spices, start to buy organic spices. With each new recipe you make week after week, eventually you'll have a whole new assortment of organic spices to choose from.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I've always thought that about the spices. It's pretty trippy.
Yeah, you want to get off those conventional spices because you think it's so... Like when you look at a bottle of spices, you think it's so innocuous. You think it's so...
A spice is a spice.
Yeah, it's no big deal, but there's all these other ingredients, even in something as simple as a little bottle of spices.
I know.
It's amazing.
It's like everything else. It's just things lurking. You have to be so on it.
Hey, we just got an email here from Becky.
Okay.
She just wrote in right now, about 7 minutes ago, it says.
Nice.
She says, okay, I did it. I purchased a large biomat. I'm super excited about it. I was also blessed to hear the interview you had with Greg Caton. It was an answer to my prayer. It can be very challenging finding sources for certain things in Ecuador, such as good quality supplements, etc. So I've been praying about being able to find sources for those things and praying to find others in Ecuador who are knowledgeable about the natural health world. I'm very interested in living a cleaner, healthier lifestyle and learning more about all of the different modalities that are out there. I truly appreciate your radio show and everything that I've learned from it. Keep up the good work. You guys are a huge blessing to others.
Wow.
I was also wondering if you could tell me the shipping status of my sauna. Every day I hope to see the delivery person, laughing out loud. Hope you are having a great day. Blessings, Becky. Yeah, she's going to go live in Ecuador here.
Does Becky know about Matt and Angela Monarch?
Oh.
They're Ecuador, our friends over there,
yeah,
right?
they're in Ecuador, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
we should, I'm mentioning it now, but we should also write her back and tell her about them because those are talk about people who are in that world.
I know, right? You've been going back and forth with
Angela.
Angela on email.
Angela's awesome.
Yeah, she's great. And we highly recommend their, remember their, what is their summit called?
The
Conscious Parenting Summit?
Conscious Parenting.
Gosh, that's such a good...
Why was I thinking they had a raw food one? That's weird.
They have their raw food health store. We're connected up with them as well.
Yeah, but you're right. The Conscious Parenting is really cool.
Yeah, they have the Raw Food World, their website. Yeah, but we'll put her in connection with Matt and Angela maybe.
Yeah.
Wow, so she got a biomat and a sauna.
Awesome.
Yeah, the shipping status of the sauna, Becky, I'll look into that. It takes a few days from when the order's placed to get the actual, what do they call, tracking number? Mm-hmm. And so that gets generated, I think, somewhere in Thailand. And so it has to, they have to get it from, I think it gets generated over there. And then so they have to send the tracking information to the company that we work with. And then they send it to us. So
it's a little bit of a process.
Yeah, it's a bit of a process, but we can get that for you for sure.
Is she in Ecuador right now?
No, because I've been going back and forth with her on email, and she says she's leaving in about 4 weeks.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So she was actually wondering how she's going to be able to ship her biomat and her sauna, get it over there.
Oh.
And suitcases and things.
Well, the good news is, the biomat weighs a lot, but it depends on did she say what size she bought?
Yeah, she said she got the large one.
Wow.
That's
going to be heavy.
Yeah.
But that one might be a little creative.
You know what you could do? You could put it on the back of your chair.
It's actually true. I wonder if they'd let you carry it on an airplane. Wonder if they'd let you.
Why not?
I guess if it's not disturbing the people around you.
Just lay it over the back of your chair.
I don't think you could plug it in, though.
No, you could plug it in.
But you could, yeah. You could tell them that it's a comfort. A comfort to travel with. Like, what do they have? Like emotional comforting pets and things that you can. I need my biomat at all times.
I know, right?
The sauna though, basically folds into like this tiny little pouch. That's pretty easy, actually.
Yeah, the sauna. The only thing with the sauna would be the two
rods or the blocks.
Yeah, the 2 blocks for the heating. But that wouldn't be.
That's not that bad though. They're not that big.
No, and then everything else could fit in a suitcase.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Talk about pretty cool to be able to travel with something like that.
That's awesome, Becky. I will write you a personal email after the show's done and let you know. I'll try to track down your tracking number. For you on the sauna. So that's cool. Thank you for your support. That's kind words.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad you found Greg Caton too. That's cool. He's down in your neck of the woods, Ecuador. Nothing wrong with that.
Sure, more people will be going to Ecuador.
That's right.
Yes, pretty neat.
So we have a little quote here that I think you're going to read, right?
I can read.
And I just want to let all of you guys know that if you'd like to support our show, like with the biomat, the sauna, all that stuff, we'll put links to those on this page. But we have a store where all of this stuff is located as well. So we'll put a link to that. And we have the Amazon thing if you want to shop through our link on Amazon. And then we also accept donations as well. So if you'd like to send us $5 or $10, $20 on a regular basis or every now and then, we highly, oh my gosh, we're so appreciative of that. If you would like to send us a couple dollars to pay the bills, because it costs a lot of money and we're basically doing this for free as our full-time jobs for you guys. So we're out here working for you. So if you would like to do that, that would be, it would just help us out a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it really does. People think that they send us $5. It doesn't really, you know, I think people, you know, I've done this too, where you listen to radio shows and you think, oh, other people are sending money in.
Right.
You know? But yeah, if you can, that would be.
If everyone thinks everyone else is doing it and no one's doing it, then we're not able to keep it.
Yeah, we can't keep it free for everybody. So the last thing we want to do is charge anybody for this information. And so we really rely on you guys. So if you can send in $5 or something, $10, if you can remember when you get back to your computer or your phone, if you go to extremehealthradio.com/donate, you can send in a regular contribution or just a one-time gift. And
we will gladly accept either and be grateful.
It would really help pay the bills. Anyway, enough about that. I think it's quote time, right?
I have a quote from John Gabriel.
Quote from John Gabriel. I like it.
Before we will say goodbye, let's leave you with something to ponder throughout your day. Here's an inspirational quote for this episode.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, my eardrums.
That was quite the... that was quite... See, that's what happens when you have an unprofessional sound person.
You usually do good, but that was like, whoa, holy moly.
I know.
Wow, it's hard to read an inspirational quote when you're cracking up. This is good. I found this actually. Someone had posted it on Facebook, and I just really resonated with it. I thought it was awesome.
Awesome.
Your weight issues, your financial problems, and most likely any other physical or mental pains you are experiencing all center on one single issue. You have something you love to do and were born to do, and you're turning your back on it. Having something that you love doing is a gift from the universe, and you're rejecting it. When you reject that kind of gift, you are rejecting the grace that goes along with it. As a result, you struggle, you yearn, and you starve.
Thank you for listening to this episode.
Maggie says it's time to go for now, but our mission does not end with this show.
Justin and Kate will be back with another interview packed full of ideas, discoveries, and unique ways to regain your health.
Head on over to extremehealthradio.com/subscribe and instantly download our free gift too that contains cutting-edge strategies to start making healthy lifestyle changes today.
No material on this blog is intended to suggest that you should not seek professional medical care. Always work with qualified medical professionals, even as you educate yourself in the field of life food nutrition and alternative medicine. I'm not a doctor, nor am I offering readers or listeners medical advice of any kind. None of the information offered here should be interpreted as a diagnosis of any disease, nor an attempt to treat or prevent any disease or condition. While information in this blog and during this podcast is discussed in the context of numerous conditions, it can be dangerous to take action based on any of the information on this podcast or